Welcome to Automate and Learn with Yogesh. Here we will learn about Amazon S3 security policies. So let's deep dive into it. So Amazon S3 security is all about protecting your data, your files and objects which are in your bucket from unauthorized access while keeping it available when needed. It works through multiple layer access, that is through control, encryption and monitoring. So let's break it down somewhat. And we have first thing like access control, like who can access your data. We have IAM identity and access management, controls who or user or role can access your S3. Example, allow you only your application to upload files. So by this you can control it. Second, we have bucket policies. This bucket policy is applied at bucket level. Then it defines some rules like public access allowed or denied, access from specific IPs only. This thing we will deeper down. We will deep dive in detail in further in next upcoming session. Then we have object ACL, object access control list. It's a quite old method, but it still grant access at object level. By this you can achieve it. Then best practice is using IAM plus bucket policies and avoiding ACLs. Second is the encryption part, protecting your data at rest using encryption. As seen in previous video, we have like three options using S3, KMS and dual layer uh, using encryption. Encryption is again we can encrypt in transit, that is data is protected using HTTPS, SSL or TLS while transferring. Then the third thing is blocking public access. This S3 provides a block public access feature, prevents accidental exposure of data to the internet. So in this, while creating a bucket, you have this blocking all public access checkbox. So if you enable it, it by default block all public access. Even you can select and control as per your requirement, like through new access control list and access control list using access policies or any public and bucket or access point policies. So by this way you can tune your policies. So this is the very important step for avoiding data leaks. Then we have logging and monitoring. We can do it by using AWS CloudTrail feature. It tracks who did what in your S3. S3 has access logs, records request made to your bucket. So it's type of logging which records everything. Then we have data protection features. It has like object log, prevents deletion of a file or object for a fixed time. It's useful for mostly compliance purpose. Then we have lifecycle policies. It automatically move data to cheaper storage or may delete it. Then some of the common mistakes which many people do are making bucket publicly available accidentally, not enabling encryption, using overly broad IAM policies like star, which belongs like everyone, all single policies to all folders, then not enabling logging. In simple way we can understand is like controlling S3 security, who can access IAM plus policies, how data is protected using encryption, prevent exposure using block public access, then tracking activity using logging using AWS CloudTrail. Then we will deep dive into AWS S3 bucket policies. S3 bucket policies are JSON based rules attached to a bucket that define who can access that and under which conditions. So think of it like at the bucket level, what permission do I allow or deny? So by use bucket policies, it grant access to other AWS accounts. It makes content public if needed, if required. Restrict accesses by your IP, VPC or conditions. It also enforce security rules like HTTPS only. So in this, it has a JSON code, JSON script written below. So it's a basic structure we can see over here. These are its main parts. It has version, statement, effect, principle, action, resource and condition. So the key elements are explained over here. First one is effect. It allows or grant access, like there is two option, allow and deny. So in this session, it's this point specifies you are allowing or denying the permission over here. Second, we have principal, like it defines who can access it. Like if it's specified like star, then anyone or a public can access it. Then we can even specify AWS account, any user or role instead of using star. Then the another one is action, what operation is allowed. Like we have different operations like get object, it basically read files. Put object, it uploads. And then delete objects, it deletes the file. Then we have resource like bucket or object ARN. Example like ARN colon AWS colon S3. Then my bucket slash, it's a folder, and star. So this is the basic example. So based on condition, also we have restricting access based on IP address, time, HTTPS usage, and VPC. So this is a common real world example. It's for public read access used for static website. Here we have like effect, we are using allow. For principal we are using star. Like for public access we are commonly using star inside it. Action we are using it get object. Resource this is your S3 bucket name, my bucket name slash star. Then what does it do? It allows for anyone who can view files. Second, it's allow access from specific IP condition. If you want to do that, we can specify the condition like IP address, AWS source IP 192 this IP slash port number. So by this it will only allow the particular IP. Next we can enforce HTTPS only. So in this we have effect deny, principal star, action S3, and resource under resource, it's our bucket name, and condition by using enforcing HTTPS we are adding a condition like boolean condition. We are selecting that secure transport is equal to false. So when we are selecting secure transport is equal to false, it enforces HTTPS only. Then next we can like by this we can block all non HTTPS request. Another is allowing another AWS account to access the same. So in principle we can specify it as AWS ARN, your another AWS account ID, and username. So an important concept is like you should mostly use explicit deny as compared to allow. So this is the follow the principle of least privilege. So this is the golden concept we need to take care. Even if it's allowed some elsewhere, deny always wins. Then here we have a quick comparison between bucket policy versus IAM policy. So on the left side you have scope. Bucket policy is used on bucket level. IAM policy is used by user and role level. Then cross account access in bucket policy it's easy. IAM policy is slightly complex but doable. And for use case, bucket policy is for public or shared access. IAM policy is mostly used for internal users. Common mistakes which people do: making public bucket public unintentionally, using principal star without restriction, forgetting HTTPS enforcement, and not testing policy properly. So bucket policy controls quick summary: who, what, which, and at what under what condition. Who means the principal, what means the action, which resource means the bucket and object, and under what condition. So that's all for today. If you like my video, stay tuned and subscribe my channel. Thank you.